hidden secretly somewhere in this Ford C-Max 2016 is Apple CarPlay, and I plan to find it. Both the Rivian and the C-Max run on software. This one certainly has a heck of a lot more than this one, but it's still cool that somewhere in there is that feature. All we have to do is connect this little USB part, and that's what I'm about to do right now. Join me. This is the part right here. It's an original Ford part, and I'll give you the, here it is right here. There's the part number. And you'll see too, when I ordered this on Amazon, through Amazon, and the letter there at the end is the version. F is the latest version. Now, when I ordered it on Amazon, I think it was actually, it had a -C in the description, but they actually sent me the latest version, which is really cool news. The install, from what I saw online myself, should be pretty straightforward because it's right in there. You essentially pull the old USB and you install the new one. So I've got a couple pry tools. I do recommend those, and we'll dip into this now. Here I tried using a pry tool just beneath the USB plug area, but that's actually a mistake. So I'll show you what the solution is much easier here if you just watch 1 sec. I want to show you though, here's the new part. They're basically the same, it's the inside electronics are different, obviously, we hope. So here there's a tab, there's one on top, 2 at the bottom, and 1 on either side. Apparently an easier way is this outer piece kind of comes up as well. So that actually is easier because I was having a hard time getting underneath that thing. So now that this is loose, I can then loosen that piece. Okay, update. I'm gonna keep that thing on, and I'm gonna take the wires off first. So there are 2 plugs. So I'll undo those, and then I can have access to this entire piece. For the gray plug, there's this piece that you push in, then it comes out. For the other one, push down on that tab. So now that I have this piece out, I can kind of show you from behind. You can see where that gray one was attached here. There's like a nodule, and you just have to push down on the tab and pull, and that will loosen that one. And then this piece, you can see how it was attached. It just kind of pushes down in there. So now I can remove the USB piece. And then here you can see how it's in the frame. So these are at the top, and there's a notch out there on both sides. So you can see that matches the plastic piece. So as long as you keep in mind that that's from the top down in like that, you should be good. And then what I did while this was inside here is I just pushed down on these left and right tabs, and then that's what made this piece come out. So now I'm going to swap it with the new one. Interestingly too, just so you can see, that's the original, this is the new one. If you're interested in the exact part number that I had for the old one is there, it ends in a BB, and the new one has a BE. Interesting. Yes, because it would have been disappointed had I opened them further, and actually would have been the same part. So now we're just going to snap this in place. Yeah, there we go. Fits nicely. Perfect. Really hopeful that this unlocks the iPhone, CarPlay, and then also Android Auto. I think it does both. Here too, you can see the back side of it. So if you're curious, like which that black plug goes into, it's this lower one with the USB connection in there, and then the gray one goes at the top. Okay, now once you plug them back in, this just slides in, so that's kind of nice. Now for the moment of truth, let's turn it on and see if we get the CarPlay. All right, I'm just now turning on the vehicle. I have not plugged it in yet. It's not plugged in. Okay, so no errors so far. Let's actually turn the vehicle on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now it's actually on. So ready to connect phone. Okay, so let's go back down here and let's plug it in. I'll first plug it in here, and it is glowing just like the original. around the outer with blue. Oops. There we go. Okay, that didn't do anything yet, of course, because I haven't actually plugged it into the iPhone. So let's get this going. All right, here goes nothing. Let's try to see what happens here. Come on. Oh, there it is. CarPlay, continue, agree, and then allow. Oh, this is amazing. It worked. That is so cool. Wow. That's the neat part about cars with software. Now, I realize that Ford Sync is maybe a little frustrating, but it's not obviously to the same extent. But this is 9 years old, and this still works. Like, actually works. So you just have to swap this out. So there must be something with this component that doesn't quite allow it to work. But once you upgrade it, then boom, so you can get into your text messaging or whatever apps you want to do, maps, etc., and you're off to the races. So that is really nice. Let's see what else we can do here. Oh yeah, check it out. Domino's Pizza, Ford Sync. Great. So this is really cool. I'm so happy that that was that easy. It was a little tricky initially to understand what was going on, you know, pulling this thing out. And I thought, oh, this is going to be kind of crazy, but it actually worked. Oh, that is super cool. My daughter's going to be so happy. Well, that was it. We just had to swap out this one part. I just love when hardware and software work well together. I can't believe that we actually got this thing to work that easy. You just swap out the part, turn it on, and you're getting CarPlay. It is so cool. So there you go. Otherwise, it didn't work. It actually didn't load CarPlay at all, and it had to obviously do with the hardware piece because the software was already there with Sync 3. You do need Ford Sync 3 and up. So try that on your vehicle. It might work on other Ford vehicles. This is a Ford C-Max 2016, but try others. If you feel, I'll put a link in the description and you can get it on Amazon. So if it doesn't work, you can always return it. There might be a restocking fee, I don't know, but for me it worked. So anyway, best of luck. Hope that helped you. But this is definitely much more affordable, and I love it. It's fun to drive. It's still sporty, and we got this used on Carvana. If you look at a prior video, again, subscribe and you'll see it. Prior video where I did a review there, but the vehicle, I haven't put the cost yet on there yet, but it's a little over 16,000. So definitely more affordable than the Rivian. Rivian though, very different animal. So if you found this helpful, give it a like. I hope you got something out of it. And I will be doing more reviews on this Ford C-Max plug-in hybrid. All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.